Oh, sorry, this is gatherers. Whoops. This is still a level 90. Ha ha ha. Alright, there we go. Hoi! This may not come as a surprise, since you personally helped negotiate our import of foreign crops. I did. But a researcher has recently arrived in Charlian. I'm mine to go and pay my respects, but... Well, I know a little about Charlians, and I'm worried I'll cause offense. It's okay. They can use some offending. Could you come along, if only from peace of mind? Sure. My thanks. Her name is Angir, and she should be in the southern district of the city. What are you up to? Have you started on the new shit yet? Okay, never mind, you're not even logged in. Oh, there you are. Yo. This must be here. I'm humbled to travel so far for our sakes. Boo. Hello there, may I be of assistance? I'm wondering if I want to even bother doing re-clears tomorrow morning, because I'm just like... Everyone's gonna be occupied with this shit and Occult Crescent, and I'm just like... Even re-clears are gonna suck, never mind trying to prog. Anyways, and I'm Gotolja from Mercenary. Now I fashion whatever odds and ends need making. The Autarch says you've come to oversee the growth of new crops here in Mamuk, so we wanted to express our gratitude. That's very kind of you. My name is Angir. It's my pleasure to be at your service. When I first started When I first started my assignment, I was intrigued. A forest dominated by the etheric influence of meteorites. Rest assured, we shall soon have an experimental granary up and running. Is granary a word, or do they mean granary? Huh. This word is now obsolete, says Oxford English Dictionary. There are two meanings listed in OED's entry for the noun granary. Borrowing from French gagnerie. Okay, but what does it mean though? Never mind. Let's try the Cambridge Dictionary instead. A gainer? What? No, that doesn't work. The Law Dictionary, the legal definition of gainery. Tillage, or the profit arising from it, or from the beasts employed therein. What? I'm trying to figure out if they actually meant, like, this apparently old, obsolete word gainery, or if they meant granary. What the fuck? Okay, so yeah, Jaden, Jade and I were talking, and yeah, we agreed that his friend's probably a no-go. Tell you more about it next time. But yeah, so for now, papaya until I'll probably place few. I don't know. Okay, look, we're really close to clearing M7. Uh, I'll be honest, I don't really want to deal with it just yet. So I figure we'll clear M7 with papaya. Hmm. And then we'll reassess. I'll probably place some ads and see if we can get anyone. And if I can't, we'll just see whether or not we want to continue trying to PF or whatever the case may be, or like keep imposing on Papaya's goodwill and make her keep going. But yeah. We'll see, we'll see. Okay, I don't think this. Hmm. So, it looks like gainery as is just the noun form of like to gain, like the gaining of stuff. Like gainery refers to an instance of gaining or act of acquiring something beneficial. Apparently, I don't know if it ever meant anything else because the OED is requiring me to fucking subscribe before they'll let me see the meaning. Which, wow, OED, what the fuck. But I'm going to guess that this one is a typo, because that makes no sense in this context. Yeah, just spend 10 minutes looking up the word gainery. New crowds will flourish here, this I promise. Indeed, my chief concern at the moment is not one of potential, but one of manpower. Mamuk is rather sparse in population, is it not? Yes, most of our able-bodied workers have left either to become mercenaries or for other reasons. I myself would be glad to help, but I doubt one extra body will count for much. You should use wyvers! Put to the right use, our wyvers can solve about any problem. Hey, you're bright. Ruvoljar, how many years has it been? I thought you had moved to Tuliolal for good. When I heard change was in the air from Mamok, I had to come and see it for myself. Using wyvers sounds like an excellent idea. We could hitch them to plows, have them cart heavy equipment. All we need now is someone willing to gather extra materials we require. Everyone looks at Kaishan. I know a few gatherers, but most are getting on in years. We'll have to find an adventurous soul if you need anything more than local mushrooms or the odd medicinal herb. What do you know? I'm an actual adventurer. I handle beasts, not ore and timber. You? I do everything. I'm an adventurous gatherer. Leave it to me. For the right price, I'll handle just about anything. Then it's settled. You'll be well compensated, I promise. Will I? Will I? I look forward to working with you, friend. Kasha and Rubaljar, you both have my thanks. Think nothing of it. I'll gather what wyvern handlers I can find and explain the situation. I'm sure they'll be happy to help as well. Runs off. Kashan, would you mind going with Rubaljar? He's a good lad, but he gets ahead of himself sometimes. You've more than proven your talent for communication, so if he... What? We have? Through what? Nodding? And fist punching? So if he's struggling to make his point, lend him a hand, would you? Sure. Appreciate your cooperation. I'll be here planning the particulars if you need anything. Sure. Not very wide at all. Unless you consider like the whole of PF, in which case, yeah, very wide. But yeah, like I said, we'll figure out, we'll clear M7. Like at the very least, I want to do that much. And we'll see. I'd really like to finish out the tier with them, but like, I mean, it depends on whether or not they're willing to, I mean, wait and trial out, you know, randos, whether we can even get randos at this point, who are not only at our prog point, but also willing to raid only on the last 2 days of the week. We'll see. We'll see. Remind me why we're here again. Just even considering. I mean, what difference does that make? I don't care. But in the sense of Lucretia's now, like, Lucretia fills in for our caster so we can look for a melee instead. Yeah, I mean, no matter what. We're still going to be looking for random, casual person who doesn't mind raiding only on the last 2 days of the week. Yeah. No, I'm taking that into account. My wyvern's trained for battle. I doubt it'll be much use on a farm. Right. My darling has needs. I won't force him to do work he doesn't enjoy. Alright. As I've been saying, wyverns are the answer. Okay. But ours are specifically trained for combat. How do you reckon they'd help with farming? Oh, Kashan, perfect timing. Tell them one wyvern's worth at least 10... Bro, what is with these typos, man? Worth at least 10 men on the field, won't you? Wyvern handlers stand in awkward silence. Try convincing them on behalf of Ruvalchar. Sure. What does he expect our wyverns to do exactly? Ho with the horns? Yes. That makes far more sense. If that's what you need done, we can do it. We'll see. We'll see how I feel tomorrow. Believe me, we all want new crops here in Mammoth. I'm happy to help. I just want to know how a wyvern trained for battle could be useful. We need wyverns to haul equipment and pull our plows. I see, a wyvern with strength for combat should have no problems with that. Very well, although both of us will be over presently. What happened to the wyvern having needs? My precious wyvern only smashes things. I'd love to be of service, but if my darling can't smash something to bits, then I'm afraid we're at an impasse. About smashing rocks. And trees. And everything else. That sounds, well, smashing. Leave it to me and my wyvern. We'll have garden beds free of obstructions and everything. I may try to, if I decide to go for it, I may try to go for it, like, early. Like, early. To see if I can get some M8 prog done. I doubt it, because again, I think everyone is gonna be in Occult Crescent, but we'll see. We'll see. There's one last person I think we need. His name is Kagil Ja. He's a Najul Jatika banana farmer. We can trust his expertise. Right. Okay. Are you in here? Nope. Are you in here? Nope. Oh, there you are. This is Kagil's job. I've been best friends since childhood, but, well, after I moved to Tuliolal, we haven't had much contact. You're part of the Promises retinue, aren't you? What brings you here now? And Ruvalja? We just met, actually. A researcher from afar is beginning work on gainery here. So they really did mean the word gainery, because, like, they've used it twice now. And I'm going to, and despite the earlier typo, I'm going to assume that they didn't make the same typo twice. In two different places. But yet, I cannot for the life of me find anything that tells me what gainery is in a way that makes sense in the context of the sentence. The Law Dictionary defines it as tillage, or the profit arising from it, or from the beasts employed therein. This is annoying me! Really? No, Google, I don't mean gainer, and I don't want you to give me stuff for gainer. I want very specifically gainery. All of a sudden, I'm getting stuff in. Once I put quotation marks around the word gainery, I have a whole string of Polish entries instead. This is so weird. What the fuck? Just very determinedly getting sidetracked by this one word. Apparently, like, it's so obsolete that it was last recorded around the late 1600s. What? Gainery, Middle English. Why would they do this? Oh my god. Okay. I had to specifically type. Gainery, Middle English. Gainery with like quotation marks did not work. It pulled up a whole bunch of Polish entries. Gainery meaning also did not work. It just kept getting me entries for like gainer. And also like in the sense of like to gain, like someone who gains. I had to specifically type out gainery Middle English. And like even then most of these are like with the regarding the word, like, you know, to gain, the normal word to gain. But this right here, University of Michigan, gainerie, in the more French spelling, which, you know, is where the word came from, means a farm. Why could you not just say a farm? The last time it was used was in the 1600s. This goes beyond like the normal early modern English that fucking Orianger uses. This is the Middle English. This is what the spelling looked like back then. And all mine other household, save such as longeth to be gamery, I will abide to mine heir. Also, fun fact, like, this is also a surname, which is unsurprising given that many surnames come from, you know, occupations or places. But, yeah, Gaynor, Gaynor and Gaynor, right? Occupational name from Middle English, Gainier, farmer. Anglo-Norman French, Gainier, husbandman, farmer, cultivator. There we go. Jesus Christ. Just gonna take a screenshot of this. I was hoping you might help out as well, knowing as much as you do about farming in these forests. You think I'd aid a traitor who abandoned his homeland for the comforts of Tuliolal? Wow. Harsh. Just the look on your face, I'm kidding. Although it's in great part that thanks to this man here that such words can be said in jest. Much has changed for Mamok. That's... I feel like it's a bit too soon to make that joke, still. If my best friend has finally come home, I'd be a fool to refuse his pleas. Joking aside, your words didn't ring hollow, Kagilja. Too many. I was a traitor to everything my book once stood for. A traitor to my friend for never writing. Yeah, like I said, a bit too soon. It broke my heart to leave, but I couldn't stand the zealotry of blessed siblings. Now that the old teachings have been left in the past, I want to do everything I can for Mamok's future. Thank you, Kagilja, for your forgiveness. I hope that you, Kaishan, and I can help find a new way forward. Alright, hopefully we have enough people to get started. Let's go and ask Angira if she needs anything else. I was hoping to get, like, the first 3 quests done, like, before reset today. I don't think that's gonna happen, because I only have 20 minutes left. All because I got sidetracked by the one bird. Gotolja is helping outfit the wyverns with carts and plows. They'll be along afterwards. I just introduced myself to Angira. Let me know how I can help. Thank you for aid in recruiting the others. With a handful of wyverns, our worker shortage is now but a trifle. The handlers have their orders, but there's one thing I would yet ask of you. While fertile, the soil needs some additions to better accommodate the seeds and starters I brought with me. I think some charcoal should balance out its acidity nicely. Perhaps you could bring some from the Jobrit cinder field. Meh, I don't... No, I meant, I meant for this, like, as in, to get the... Yeah, you know how, you can only do 3 quests a day? I was going to get the 3 quests a day done before reset. Anyway, I've attained the proper permissions from Ikbrach to gather... I can't remember how to pronounce those names. Anyways, to gather from the Utomu horizon. As long as your work is done respectfully, we have nothing to fear. We'll begin setting up base of operations in the meantime, so let us know what once you've acquired what we need. Yeah. Okay. Sun. Sort of. I actually wish they hadn't reduced the drift on the drift and tilt on mounts, just cause like it was very entertaining watching the thing like tilt sideways. Squirrel! Big blue squirrel. Anyways. There. Sun. Complete charcoal. Oh shit, do I... Do I need to turn them into collectibles or anything? No, I don't. Okay. Done! Yay! Okay. Welcome back. I trust you have what I asked for? Yep. Soil charred from a war long past. Perfect, just what I hoped. I'll have the wyver handlers mix our fertilizer into the soil as they till it. Cart secure. We're ready when you are. Just about. Yes, this should be ground finely enough to distribute evenly. Once we've tilled the soil for beds, we can begin planting in earnest. Rubalja, can I count on your continued support? Me? But Kagilja is the one who grows things. And you have grown our hopes into a viable operation by recruiting the necessary allies. Charisma like yours is essential for this gainer's success. What do you mean, charisma like his? I'm the one who had to talk to them! Alright, I'll do what I can. On my pride as Mamulja. For Mamuk! Your assistance would be invaluable, Kaishan, if you can spare the time. Yeah, I know, since I'm the one who does all the work. After all these years, my homestead is about to realize true progress. I would love to have you with us as we build a brighter future for my people. On my pride as an adventurer, full Mamuk. Nah, I'm sorry, I can't bring myself to be quite that level of enthusiastic. When you put it that way, I can't really say no. I know I'm asking a lot of you. I'm truly grateful. It's heartening to have you with us. If you're truly grateful, pay me. Sorry for the wait, the wires are ready. Thanks, Kagilja. Let's get this started. I have 13 minutes left to pick up the quests. This gainery will give Mamuk another chance. I can just feel it. I can feel it too. Let's show the world what these lands can grow. Together by our own hands. From hopes yet to fully blossom, our oak has established a granary. Help the Mamulja come to love the land that supports them by aiding the farmers of Gulma. I like this version of that tune. It achieved friendly reputation with the farmers of Gulma. Blah blah blah, etc. etc. Eat your vegetables, one! Whoops. I missed the first. Improved quality of the soil has done wonders for our building crops, but the weeds have also seen fit to grow in abundance. Perfect opportunity to test the new concoction Angir has devised to discourage their growth. Might I trouble you to help procure ingredients for it? Yeah, sure. What we lack most at present is spring water and cenote neozote. Have care not to get lost, the paths there are said to be quite dark. Okay. Oh my god, my camera. Okay. Few extra supplies never hurt anyone, especially not Kagilja. Fieldwork takes its toll on all of us, our tools included. Daily upkeep is as vital to a tool as good soil is to the crops. That's it! Repair supplies are in high demand around the granary, and we could use a hand replenish our stock. We're currently in need of aqueous stoli stones. You'll find them north of the dirigible landing. The Shibral often sharpen their scythe blades with those stones, and we do well to learn from the example. Once we gathered enough, make for the fields and find Kubilja, who manages our tool supply. We'll see to it that your provisions are put to good use. Kubilja is gazing out the fields with concern. Why? Maintaining our field's soil quality is a daunting task, but a necessary one, and one I'd like your assistance with, if you don't mind. You recall the materials we used as fertilizer before we planted the first crops, yes? Our supply is dwindling, so we need to replenish our stores with items of similar quality and soon. Given the soil's current condition, I believe some sandstone from the Shobrit cinder field should serve us well. I realize it's a bit of a journey, but the results will be well worth it, I'm sure. Great. Anyways. One. Okay, that's 2 quests overlaid over there. Wait. Hold on. Food are the problem. That's the one, and then oh, all the way up north. Okay, cool. This. Okay. I guess just what am I supposed to get again? Fresh Jactel's spring water. Wait, what? Yeah, okay. around relay. Ah, there we go. You. Still my favorite map. Well, okay, the actual Phoenix is tied with it just because it has the emote. Or the mount action rather, not the emote. Oh. These are my hunt marks. Okay. Kill them later. Oh, okay, did not mean to. Whatever. Okay. Let me murder these things first. Solving the paladin was not the best idea given that I had no MP. Wow. Wait, what else? Deliver the thingy to who? Rocks. You must be the one Kagilja mentioned. Here to contribute some repair supplies for the tools, yes? This should do nicely. I'll add it to the storehouse as soon as I'm able. Many thanks for the assistance. Okay. Welcome. Done some good work today, now time to rest. How did you fare? Stuff. Excellent. This, I imagine, will not want for deterrent for quite some time. I can still imagine. Remember when only a few hands were needed to quickly pick the weeds. That we need to go to such lengths to contend with them can be frustrating, yet strangely glad. It's a reminder of the newfound bounty our land may provide given the proper care. Hope our better tomorrow has taken root here in Yaktel. Now, if you'll excuse me, there are crops that want for tending and weeds for building. There you are, Krishana. I hear you made quick work of procuring the extra repair supplies. You have my thanks. Every tool inevitably takes on wear and tear with time, even more so with daily use. Proper maintenance and care is essential if we're to keep them in tip-top condition. Same can be said for the folks who use the tools as well. So when your body needs a break, you best listen to it. You hear? Plenty more to ask of you after all, and I prefer you stay well rested for the tasks ahead. Good to see you return, Kashan. I take it you found our materials without issue. Quality specimens as usual. This is a great help to us. Soil wants more nutrients after the harvest, and any new fields we plow will demand supplementary fertilizer as well, so your contributions will go a long way towards a more bountiful of crop. I hope I can count on you again when our supplies grow sparse. Hey, okay. There's 1 more minute, so I may as well just hang out here. Okay. Oh, there we go. Blah blah blah. I'm not gonna bother reading this. Tell me you didn't just give me this exact same 3. What up? Here on behalf of Kagil Jayas, the stems are ready and waiting. Feel free to take as many as you need. It does my heart good to know that they won't be going to waste. Send the folks at the Gainer best regards. Alright. Jewel stems. Banana. Okay. Where's the next one? Over there. And back all the way up north. Why do you do these things to me? guess that's it for the society quest for the day. Where is Occult Crescent? Tuliolal. One last hurrah, yeah, that's it. Expedition Messenger. The Expedition Messenger casts his gaze expectantly about the harbor. You're Kashan, aren't you? Just the man I was after, as it happens. Old Ketenram tasked me with finding you. Says he's got a proposition for you. Stay right here. I'll go fetch him. Okay. Yo. Apologies for calling you like this, but I was hoping we could parlay before you took leave of Toliola. I mean, I've taken leave of Toliola multiple times at this point. I'll cut right to the chase. I want you on board for my final expedition. Before I get into the particulars, allow me to spin a quick yarn. These days, any Yorzin sailor worth their salt bound for Tural will take the established route and skirt the southern Indigo Deep. Back when maps of the realm were nothing but blank parchment past Vilbrand, all we had was the allure of the horizon to guide us. Most of my fellow explorers weighed anchor and cut a course due west, headed straight for adventure, and they never came back. Okay, yeah. Alas, most were lost to the waves. Me crew and I reached Tural on account of us ranging northward and avoiding the same treacherous waters that claimed them. That stretch of the deep came to be known as Shade's Triangle. I had the notion to solve its mysteries on behalf of my fallen comrades, but after arriving on these shores, it was the land, not the sea, that promised adventures anew. You distractible soul. Once I'd settled here and disbanded the expedition, I never did get the opportunity. But then I crossed paths with a certain realm-renowned adventurer and began to wonder. Let's go chuck ourselves into the sea? Aye, something told me that with your help I'd finally shed light on the mystery of those cursed waters. So how about it? Will you join this old explorer on one final jaunt? It'd be my honor. You had me at mystery, but what of your duties at the palace? Sure. Not to worry, I propose all this with full backing of the Dawn servants. Truth be told, even before Gulul Jaja asked me to watch over Kona and Muktamat, I feared I'd never see him again. Any road. I sensed the pair were wise to me worrying, so I laid it all bare. And you say the mystery of the Shade's Triangle has haunted you since? The region of which you speak is an impediment to trade with foreign nations. Any effort to unravel its secrets would ultimately benefit Tuliolal. Trust Cornat come up with an actual logical reason to try and justify this. Sounds like it might be the last chance you get, especially if you're hoping to get Kaishan involved. Besides, Papa would turn in his grave if he barred his old friend from one final voyage. I say, follow your heart, Tankwa. I'm sure you'll be wanting more details, but I'd like to set sail sooner rather than later. Let's reconvene once we've put a few miles between us and the harbor. The ship is ready and waiting. Had her sent over to Limsa especially. When you're ready, speak with Ofan Gaim over on the pier. Right. There you have it. The legend himself is leaving the proverbial dry docks for one last hurrah. If you're ship yourself, head to the pier and have a word with Ofan Gaim. Ferryman. Once you're ready, I'll row us out to the vessel in this here skiff. Multiple people have just disappeared into nowhere, and we're deciding to take this tiny boat. Okay, sure. Kashan, I presume. Katan Ram told me all about you. The name is Ofangaim, navigator by trade. They say Shades Triangle's racked with storms year-round. Yeah, like, that boat looks like it'll do a great job bringing us through storms. But a closer look at the charts will tell you that ain't strictly true. For a brief season, the skies are clear and the seas calm, hence why the old explorer's eager to weigh anchor. What's the matter? Don't tell me you're wary of clambering onto this little rowboat. Well, I can breathe underwater. I don't know about Katendram. Ha ha ha! We're not rowing all the way to Shades Triangle. Our vessel's waiting out beyond the shallows. Oh, good to know. Anyway, when you're good and prepared to leave, just say the word. Ready to plot a course for waters unknown, are ye? Yes. Don't know whether to respect your mettle or question your sanity. Welcome aboard. Shades Triangle, here we come. I mean, I can breathe underwater. Clean sailing thus far. Might be time to talk about our destination. Shades Triangle is a churning mess of storms, so every time a vessel goes missing in the region, most blame the treacherous conditions. To hear this, there are records of lost ships seeking to chart those waters, and the message they relayed to their escort is passing strange. Conditions fair. Crescent-shaped isle sighted in vicinity. Potential safe haven during storms. Attempting to make landfall. They never made it back to port despite the calm seas. Folks have taken to calling the island occult crescent ever since. They say it's not but a shifting mirage that claims the lives of all who sight it. Everyone on board knows the risks involved on a voyage like this, but they ain't nothing like the thrill of the unknown to trump good sense. Aye, the whiff of mystery and the promise of new discoveries hard to resist. Am I right in thinking the same applies to you, adventurer? I mean, I probably wouldn't have gotten involved in the half the shit that I've gotten involved in if I were the remotest bit sane, so, you know. Anyhow, why don't you get acquainted with the rest of the crew? I'll be here checking the charts. Once you've got the measure of folks risking their hides along with you, come find me. Oh my god. Pixelation on the Edenborn shield. It's very sad. while yet before we reach Jade's Triangle. In the meantime, I suggest you speak with your fellow shipmates. This ain't my first trip to these waters. I've sailed close to Jade's Triangle to survey the weather many a time. Only on clearest days, when the sea's flat as glass, do you get a glimpse of the isle. Looks unremarkable from a distance, but that's exactly what the poor bastards who went missing must have thought. Never did pluck up the courage to take a close peek, curious as it was. When I heard Cathendron was leading an expedition into the heart of the Triangle, I signed right up. Don't get me wrong, I've still got my reservations, but when I think of whatever's waiting for us in those waters, it's excitement that wins out. Beautiful. Conditions in Jade's Triangle are perfect today. Poured over every ilm with shots, ain't no way my predictions are wrong. Right. My grandfather once sailed with Cathendron. I was right there with him when they first made landfall in Tural. But it wasn't Tural they were aiming for. They'd left Eorzea westward bound for Himgashi. They didn't count on a great big continent lying between them and their destination. Once they were ashore, they soon forgot all about the Far East. Eventually, my grandfather settled, and here I am 3 generations later. By all accounts, journeying with Cathendron is life-changing. I mean that in the best possible sense, of course. Visited Eorzea once or twice when I went to Raleigh, through and through. This vessel's the only one veteran in Shade's Triangle, but there'll be other ships stationed nearby to relay messages back and forth by them. If anything happens to us, they'll get word to the capital. This isn't some foolhardy treasure hunt. No, solving the Isle's secrets will be worth more than any glittering trinkets. And if we can open up a safe passage to the island, there's potential to establish a permanent landing. Just imagine the boon foreign trade that would bring. All we should say, there's more at stake here than lining our pockets. Given the island's isolation, some financiers think it may be harboring a wealth of untapped natural resources. We'll conduct a preliminary survey at any rate, yeah, and then we'll destroy it all by mining. There is no telling what awaits us on the island, which is why we're enlisted the help of experts and artisans to supplement our crew. There's one fellow we're all wishing we'd steer clear of, though. After we left port, I called the crazed fool, trying to launch one of our lifeboats. We managed to lock him in the hold, but the Vidral set about drinking all the rum in sight. Huh? Geralt? Geralt? Or whatever his name is. In the end, we tied him up and stuffed him in one of the barrels he'd drained dry. He came so highly recommended, but it seems we've hired nothing more than a drunken lunatic. What are we to do with him? It's Geralt, isn't it? Anyways. Oh look, it's a portal back to Tuliolal on a ship. Magic portal. Looks like you had a good chat with the crew. That's the thing with seafaring, and a close-knit crew is indispensable out on the open sea. I know there's talk about my feats in reaching Tural, but in truth I couldn't have done it without my fellow explorers. Wherever the winds might take us, I consider it a duty to get us all there and back in one piece. Right, we'll be entering Shade's Triangle any moment now. Look sharp. Sweet. Land ho! Hold steady, we sail straight for her. Aye aye. Where's that blasted island? We just had it in our sight. Then spotted off the starboard stern. Teleporting island. What? Don't tell me we careened right past it. Get this Hulk turned around. Oh great, we're gonna go around in circles. Lost sight of the damn thing again. Shifting mirage was right on the money. If the island itself was moving, the waves would be surging right over the bulwark. This is no natural phenomenon. Something's messing with our perception. Ye deserved. Heed my call. I heed, but I'm not sure I follow. Deserve it or not, onwards we sail. Yeah. We're stupid. Let's go with that. Who are you talking to? Voices in my head. It's a normal thing for me, you know, like, we frequently hear voices in our heads. Don't mind us. A strange voice, you say. I didn't hear a thing. Yeah, that's normal. What in the... I lost control of the rudder. It's like something's reeling us in. Gods. We're being stolen. I know, right? It's so Kaishan. It wasn't just me. No. There's a reason why I picked it. There is a reason why I picked that option. It couldn't be the island, could it? Kaishan is a man who's been hit too many times in the head. That is my main characterization for Kaishan. How's the hull looking? No obvious damage, but the ship's stuck fast, almost as if we'd dropped anchor. Perfectly docked and without a single scratch. There ain't a helmsman alive who could have managed that. I fear she'll end up like that if we try and shift her. Yeah, probably. I reckon we were brought here by some sort of arcane trickery. Trapped too, most likely. I mean, I don't really have much of a character for Kaishan myself. Like, because I flip-flop between playing Kaishan as his own thing and just as an extension of me. Like, I mean, I don't really do the whole, like, I don't have a conception of, like, a fully fledged character or anything like that. For the most part, I just play Kaishan as an extension of me, but every now and then, like, I'm just like, yeah, Kaishan's a paladin main all the way from the beginning. He's dumb. He's been hit too many times in the head. That's the main thing. Also, he jumps everywhere because I like to jump everywhere. Magic right to our destination. Quite the stroke of luck, if you ask me. Well, there's nothing for it but to get this expedition underway. Oh, also, he likes dragons. Because I like dragons. head, every now and then he goes back to both Vitra and like Hraesvelgr just to hang out. With the ship pinned in place, there's not much we can do except take a look around. That voice you heard in the ship, I'm starting to wonder whether that wasn't some kind of summons. Glad to have you with us regardless. As for the isle itself, I'd assumed it was uninhabited. Certainly wasn't expecting to come across this phantom village. Like as not, there's some sort of ward encompassing the island to keep us here. That's it, there's a chance ethereal currents could circumvent the ward, assuming you can tap into one. Might be worth a try if adventure calls you elsewhere. Convenient explanation for why we can port off the isle anytime we want. Any road, as much as I'd like to gather the crew and get stuck right in, we'd better secure the parameter first. Oh, and I thought I'd give you a journal to jot down your findings along the way. Figure there's more than a few folks out there who'd appreciate a record of your exploits here. Fill those pages and give them something to sink their teeth into. You wish to return to Tuliala at any point during the expedition, interact with the ethereal current by the moored ship. The corresponding current at the high tide harbors facilitates travel back to the occult crescent. Alright. Occult record unlocked. Collection expanded. Blah blah, etc. etc. Ketenram Blofistin. Ketenram scans the empty settlement with wary eyes. Alright. Odd. Not a single soul about. No use pondering though. Better take a look around while Ofangaim stands guard. As long as the ship's safe, so all the provisions on board, that means one less worry while we're getting our bearings. How long will those provisions last? Inquiring minds want to know. How much provisions did you pack? Let me know if you find anything of interest. Okay. Faintly glowing stone. Siphon the exasperation. Likely carved by skilled hands, this ether-infused stone exudes a faint glow. It is unclear whether the stone emits light naturally or some internal mechanism is causing the illumination. Okay. Thank you, that was very quick work. This door is sealed shut, but with a bit of persuasion, I reckon I can prise the lock open. Sure, you do that. The foliage choking the building and the overall state of decay suggests it has been abandoned for some time, left to the mercy of the elements. Okay. Phantom Village has been added to the occult record. Okay. Damn it! I need to explore this place more. I didn't realize there were random things around that could be added to the record. 2 shipwrecks are visible in the eerily still bay. No doubt once crewed by brave sailors seeking the inner reaches of Shade's Triangle. Judging from their orientation, the vessels must have sunk while attempting to leave the island. There is no telling whether the souls on board were also lost to the waves. Finish investigating the area. Then will be keen to know of your findings. Still can't mount up just yet. Just like explore up there in case there's more shiny things to add to the record. No, it does not look like it. We're not allowed to leave just yet. Okay. I'm guessing you're no closer to solving the Isle's mysteries either. Looking at these structures, I'd say this settlement's ancient. The original inhabitants may be long gone, but I was half hoping to find few survivors from the wrecks at the very least. Anyhow, this building in particular took me interest. I managed to force the lock. I don't want you to think I make a habit of breaking locks in general, skullduggery. Other than when strictly necessary, of course. Yeah, and how often do you find it to be strictly necessary, pray tell? Let's take a look inside, shall we? Creepy. Why are we always wandering into places with random coffins? Sarcophagus, do you reckon? I wouldn't get too close if I were you. I sense arcane trickery afoot. I'm shocked. These candles aren't being kept alight by natural means, that's for damn sure. Wonk. That looks familiar. Just as I thought. Experience tells me a ward like this, it'll have us jumping through hoops to dispel it. Bonk. Only he deserved may lay claim. Hey, more voices. Let me see what I can do. There's that voice again. Well, that was easy! Not sure which is a more confounded mystery, your magic touch or this godforsaken rock we're standing on. Yeah, I got a magic touch, haha. This continues to be not creepy at all. Is there a reason we're not drawing our weapons? See, this is like I chance stupid. Like, something pops up like that, I'm not waiting to see what it is. I'm drawing the sword. Ah, thoroughly refreshed and raring to go. Okay. Hmm? And who might you two be? Wasn't expecting the common tongue. You take me for some benighted fool? Ah, but perhaps a valid supposition given my current form. You stand before the archive! The very definition of erudition. Now hurry up and introduce yourselves. Right. Don't mind me, I'm just some dude who's been knocked in the head too many times. Oh, Kashan, is it? Those keen, searching eyes of yours, that I completely blank with idiocy. Clearly you have an inquisitive mind like no other. Say my own, that is. Yeah, sure. Let's call it that. I'm Katenram, an explorer hailing from Limsa Laminsa. We're here on an expedition backed by the nation of Tuliyola. Limsa Lo what's now? Tuliyola? I've visited each of the 12 city-states and learned all there is to know about the peoples and cultures, but those names ring unfamiliar. To think a whole nation would elude me. Tell me, when exactly was this Tuliyola founded? A while ago. Well, actually, maybe not that long ago, given that, Wuglamat and Kona's dad was the one who pulled it all together. So it's like, just literally one generation ago, I guess. The 7th Astral Era! I moved to the island to avoid spreading the affliction that left me as you see, and promptly fell into a deep slumber. If memory serves, such a plague swept the realm at the end of the 5th Astral Era. But that'd mean you'd been asleep for more than 1,500 years. A long nap. That would explain why I feel so well rested. You know, fair? I like how he's like, yeah, been asleep for 1,500 years. Yeah, that explains it. I feel so well rested. Now that I'm awake, I should very much like to see what has become of the Isle. I certainly don't recall the Memorial Phantom being so begrimed with algae. Perhaps you do speak the truth. What do you mean, perhaps? And the strange ether I sense pervading the island. Could it be a ward of sorts? The noggin's still foggy after that eons-long slumber. There's a time when I knew all kinds of things. The name of every battle, the weight of all the riches of the world to the Ons. As a wise old man, a gushing font of knowledge. See, what I want to know is, what kind of preservation spells were on your clothes that they managed to survive 1,500 years without, like, you know, rotting away? Say, I could be a real boon for your expedition once I get up to speed. I shall join you on your endeavors. Oh, you will? Papaya is not the Tonberry, though. Crescent is. It's Crescent's ancestor. Let's venture forth onto this mysterious isle. Perhaps in the course of our adventure, your memories... yeah. Seeing as there's nothing in the settlement out to kill us... That's what you think! I think it's time we get the crew ashore and earn in the keep. I'll be right back. Hopefully we can learn more about the Isle from our newfound co-conspirator. The archive yearns to make sense of the situation. Look, it's a ferry. Would you care to elaborate upon what brought you here? Me. So this isle lies in the heart of Shade's Triangle, and many a ship has gone missing in these waters. You mentioned the wrecks out in the bay. It's not unreasonable to think some of those sailors would have made it ashore. Why did no one try to wake me? Because you were lying in a creepy coffin. They probably took one look at you and sealed the sarcophagus back. The door to your chamber was tightly barred. Never mind that, I'm still puzzled by the strange voice that only I can hear. Let's go for that. I mean, mind you, again, we're rather accustomed to hearing strange voices in our heads, but, you know. You mean to imply that someone summoned you here? Clearly it wasn't me. I've been sound asleep for the last few millennia, give or take. What a tantalizing conundrum. We simply must get to the bottom of this. Hey, is it knowledge you seek? Hello. What manner of creature is this? Familiar, methinks. Looks like the fairies employed by Nemean scholars of Eld. Was it you who summoned her? Me? Preposterous. I would have summoned something more statuesque. Have you taken a look at yourself? How rude. My name is Iris, and I certainly wasn't called forth by a wizened little wretch like you. But wizened? You mean wise, you petulant little whelp? Honestly, who would ever summon a companion so lacking in manners? Wait, wasn't the scholar fairy named Iris? Like, is this the same? Am I remembering wrong? Is this the same fairy as the actual, as in like the scholar job quest? I mean, I know the job quest fairy had a name. I don't remember what the name was. Anyways, I know exactly what I meant, and you, sir, are lacking in wisdom. A seal has been placed upon your worldly knowledge, thus preventing its use. You can only speak of that which the scaly individual over here has seen and learned firsthand. Scaly individual? Really? Is that so? Well, that explains why I can't muster the faintest mote of magic. I tried to heal myself earlier to no avail. Centuries of sleep on that cold stone slab really took its toll on my lower back. Enough of you and your aching bones. Iris, where's your master? Dej. Let me try a different tack. Why were you summoned here? I don't know. Bye. Ha! Looks like someone else has had their knowledge sealed away. If I'm wizened and lacking wisdom, then you're not but an unfamiliar. Dude. Ahem. I'll tell you one thing, that fairy was steeped in the same ether permeating the island. As I surmise, there's a strange ward covering the isle in its entirety. No doubt those ships in the bay were caught in its pull. Well, wards can't just cast themselves, meaning someone's responsible for those poor souls who perished in the Shades Triangle. Methinks our focus ought to be finding out what we can about this individual. And let's not forget that strange voice you keep hearing. For all we know, it could be connected in some way. Could be. Right, let's go speak with Geoffrey, sorry, over yonder. He ought to have a word on progress at the base camp. Wait, no, Celine and Eos were like as in the Warrior of Lights fairies, but the Scholar Job Quest fairy was Celine? A fellow back pain sufferer, are you? The spell I tried to cast is called Spinal Zap. Some say it's the finest example of white magic to ever grace the pages of an arcane tome. Hey, Kit! Kit! Because Iris, like... Iris sounds really familiar as fairy name. I could swear I've met Iris somewhere before. Anyways. I couldn't even recall the name of that spell before. Am I remembering it now because you heard me speak of trying to cure my aches and pains? My poor noggin, this is all so perplexing. Jeff Roy's over at the western gate. Let's head over and find out how the encampment fares. Spinal Zap is apparently white magic. White mage mains. Time to learn how to cure backaches. Who's this random person? Hello, Jeffrey. You'll be pleased to hear that preparations are well underway. I sent the advance party to scout ahead while the ship's being unloaded. They've already found an ideal spot to stage forays into the island's southern beaches and are setting up camp as we speak. When you're ready to head out, just say the word. Once you're out in the field, you have to speak with Tenram and decide how to proceed. The support crew will be stationed here in town. Be sure to avail yourself of their services if you're in need. And if you're after a weaponsmith, word is we hired a truly remarkable craftsman for the expedition. Judging by his reputation, he'll soon have your weapons honed to deadly perfection. The smithy will be set up over yonder. Do drop by if you're interested. Well, that's all from me. Give me a shout when you're ready to make for the encampment. Southbourne. You stand upon the occult crescent, an uncharted isle in the heart of Shades Triangle. Whether you choose to join your fellow explorers in large-scale battle against the fiercest foes, or take on the crescent's denizens in a series of small skirmishes, there are many ways to proceed and much to uncover in these shores. The following pages contain a detailed explanation of what you may expect on the occult crescent. Read and understand them well if you would seek to unravel the island's mysteries. The occult crescent is accessible for blah blah 100 and above. The... Level 100 and above? I'm surprised that it's not So people can't use this as a leveling area if it needs you to be 100 and above. Players may change to a different job of sufficient level while in duty. All players are subject to a separate leveling system while exploring the occult crescent indicated by their knowledge level. Participating in large-scale battles or slaying the island's fiends will bolster your knowledge akin to experience points. When facing the fiends of the occult crescent, your knowledge level will significantly impact the outcome of any battle. To improve your chances of survival when roaming the wilds, be sure to accrue as much knowledge as you are able. Discrepancies between knowledge level and that of your foes will affect the damage you deal and receive. You will do well to choose your mark carefully before engaging. While exploring the isle, you may participate in critical endeavors, large-scale battles for up to 72 combatants. Emerging victorious from these perilous endeavors will garner a wealth of knowledge and other rewards. As critical encounters are not affected by your knowledge level, they can be attempted regardless of your progress. Let's see. Additionally, during the course of the expedition, the return action is replaced by Occult Return, which enables instant return to the base camp without the penalty of lengthy recasting. Okay? Nice. Iris! Nope. No, don't. Jeffroy. We'll begin by exploring the Crescent South Horn. When you're good and prepared, speak with Jeffroy. Such hustle, such bustle, the town is awash with sailors. Say, I hope you'll find some time in between gallivanting about to teach me of this Tulio Lal. Sure. Blah blah blah, etc. etc. Where's that smithy that they mentioned again? What? Wait, what? Hold on. Down there? Yeah, there we are. Space on board the ship was scarce, so I only brought the bare minimum of tools and equipment. Everything else I can simply craft out here in the field as the need arises. Woo. Lighter Seal is on the hunt for a missing weaponsmith. Geralt. That rum-addled reprobate. Wouldn't be surprised if we found him floating in the sea. Yeah. Oh, have you needed a smithy, do you? I'm afraid we ain't up and running yet. Truth be told, the weaponsmith we hired bolted before we could finish setting up shop. Master of his craft by all accounts, but he's been nothing but trouble since he set foot on the ship. He kept trying to escape, so we threw him in the hold. Our woes didn't end there, though. He drank most of the booze we had brought along for the expedition. I tell you, the bugger was all pickled by the time we hauled him out. Anyway, the boss is now gone and disappeared. Why did you hire him in the first place? Sounds like you kidnapped an upstanding artisan and held him prisoner. We're explorers, not bleeding pirates. He signed a contract, fair and square. That said, he won't see a fiddling gill of compensation. All going straight to the consortium that introduced us. I suppose I can't blame him for getting cold feet. Any road, he can't have gotten far. It's not like there's any way off this rock. If he's off as good as they say, I reckon he'll be a boon for your adventuring. Keep your eyes peeled. If you run into a shirtless rumsel, good for nothing by the names of Geralt, tell him to come see me. If the rumors are true, this Geralt fellow's a damn fine weaponsmith. Send him my way if you find him. Sure. Okay. Search for Geralt. Oh. Okay. That's fine, Geralt. Oh, there you are. Okay, up there. Hello? Not a drop of rum to head in this bloody ghost town. See, maybe you should have, like, paced yourself. There was no mention of Shay's triangle when I signed the god's damn contract. Talk about false bloody pretenses. More fool me for trusting that wily Yardan, eh? Yo. Who the hell's are? Oh, bugger me. Can't I do one bleeding job without you showing your ugly mug? That's it. There's never a dull moment when us two team up. How about we finish the job sharpish and get off this desolate rock, eh? Right. This place is pretty spacious as far as ghost towns go. By the time I'd finished wandering about, the rum had worn off. Great. You must have had a hard time coaxing him back. Apologies for all the trouble. Right, with the smithy up and running, it's high time you started earning your keep. Listen here. Do you really think I'm gonna sully my hammer and tongs knocking out work any village smith with half a brain could handle? No, nothing less than 9 possible feats of genius stoke me fire these days. Right. Says the impudent sot who drank the old dry, racking up more debt than the pursers. You're hardly in a position to dictate the terms, though it does seem dark to fork over eye-watering sums to Eorze's finest weaponsmith, only having forged and plain old swords and shields. Any ideas, adventurer? Make me a cool one. I'm sure Eorze's finest weaponsmith has his own ideas. He does, as a matter of fact, devising a new means of refining weapons and armor. I couldn't help notice all the ether permeating the place. Reckon I'll tap into that somehow. Of course, I'll need raw materials. Some magic warped ore from the Isle should do just the trick. If it's ores you're after, our surveyors will soon be conducting a preliminary excavation. Is that all you need to start? Hardly. If that were the case, any old fool could do the job. Magical properties can be fleeting and elusive, but that means to properly harness the ether, there's every chance the ore will degrade in the process. So you'll require something else besides raw materials. Any inkling as to what that might be? Sometimes a foul beastie in the throes of death will leave behind a crystallized chunk of their life essence. We used stuff in the past, and while it ain't exactly common, I'd wager you'll find it on the spotted rock. Fantastic. Not that it's unique to the island, mind. I'm sure you'll find it elsewhere too. Does this mysterious crystal have a name? Indeed it does. Demiatma. Demiatma? Thanks for providing the spark our weaponsmith needed. Looks like he's committed to fulfilling his contractual duties at the very least. Say, how do you feel about handling the fiend felon part of the gambit? While you're out acquiring Demiatma, I'll see how amenable Geralt is to helping around the smithy. I reckon that's a reasonable division of labor. You go right ahead. Demiatma can be obtained from fates and critical encounters on the cult presence south of it. It can also be obtained from fates in other regions. These regions are Urkovacha, Kozamaoka, Yaktel, Shaloni, Heritage Found, and the Big Memory. A pity I've already maxed out my shared fates, but on the other hand, I do still need a whole ton of bicolor gemstones to buy the mount ticket. So fair enough. Three pieces of 6 unique varieties are required. Oh my god. Okay. 3 pieces of 6 unique varieties. Do mounts like the fucking the SDS Fenrir, do those mounts still have increased ground speed in zones like this? Do you know? Do you remember? No, it doesn't look like it makes a difference. Really? Maybe? There was a writing map, I do remember that much. But I don't know, because it's kind of like like outside of here we have riding mats, but like the motorcycle already has like still has base extra speed compared to other mats, right? Why is everyone hanging around here? Oh. I'm going to assume that's like in the year 1497. Blah blah blah, embarking on a paperboy, catapult him into the ranks of legend, unbeknownst to him and his crew. Great continent lay between them and the far east, and not planets Kagane with the Troas Toral. I made landfall, war on the interior, ultimately reaching Mamu. Blah blah blah, Otar, Kulu, Jaja, etc. etc. Spurred on by the same adventurous spirit that. Okay. Verge of the eastern tip of the called Crescent, this compact. Active preservation by some unknown hand, full on Rex, blah blah, etc. Okay. Although identical form to the gruesome figures of legend, Tonberry's archive unquestionably irrational and possessing a friendly, boastful demeanor. Demeanor is to be seen. Whether he will prove a useful asset, wise old man, allegedly nigh infinite knowledge, lingering grogginess, arcane process. Ethereal, familiar, prematurely, claiming authority, the man's wisdom was sealed away. Warrior of Light has witnessed with his hand. Pressed on purpose. Finding mysteries in the same ether. Could it master be the unseen hand? Was it? Ooh. Am I allowed to just join? Do I have to go all the way there? Well, I don't think I'm making that. Never mind. Blah blah, etc. South Horn, blah. Offer sufficient protection. Nearby fiends. Focal point. Device indistinguishable, etc. Blah 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 blah, etc. Okay. Fun. Captain Ram is overseeing activities at Expedition Base Camp. You'd be hard-pressed to find a better location to stage an expedition than this, and to think we'd even find something akin to an aetherite. Very convenient, that. Then in luck, there'll be a few more dotted around the eye to avail ourselves of. Make sure you tune with this one before leaving camp. Speaking of leaving, our advance party scouted the area and brought back a few bits and bobs of interest. Archive was appraised with cash, but soon scuppered off and started poking around that heap of roll. Better see what he's up to. Sure. Yay. Archive found stuff. Just gonna talk to this bunch of random people. Yeah. Oh. Arcanauts Pelt of Fin. This is the warg. Tell me this ain't just a recolored warg gear that is now dyeable. Yay! We get to cosplay as a werewolf. Or a furry. Huzzah! Good for Halloween! Man, it won't even dye proper black. Ah, okay. There we go. Abu! Why is the maiming version pink? What the fuck? And then the striking people get a... I don't even... What the hell was that? Why do they get a pirate coat? What the fuck? Why are the tanks and the maiming jobs fucking werewolves? And then the striking jobs get that. What the hell? What is this? Scunting is just recolor of striking. Aiming? Wait. Tell me y'all then just do 3 recolors. Oh my god, y'all did. The striking, scouting, and aiming are all just recolors of each other. That is new levels of lazy. Come on. Also, what the fuck is this, man? Why? 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 Why the cone? It's a skirt that you can't even see under the robe. What is the point? I guess you could use the boots for something. That's a very bright red. Okay. Battlecraft items? That's fancy. I will not be touching any of this until I actually figure out what it does. Oh, this is how you... Oh. Okay. This is how you unlock a phantom job. Alright, cool. Whoops. Okay. Hit chain that you can barely see on Kaishan. Nice, nice. Fingerless gloves. Goose. Interesting outfit. Alright. Tycoon Leotard. Hairpin. Dress gloves. Tycoon tights. Interesting. I do like the tights. Let me take a close look at the hairpin. I like the hairpin. I want the hairpin. Look, it's pretty. And dyeable. Wait. I really like this hairpin. Maybe not so much the little orb in the middle. I wish the orb in the middle were dyeable separately. They should have made the orb in the middle dyeable separately. Like it's permanent pink. I can work with it though. Okay. I guarantee I'm missing part of this hairpin just because of it's probably clipping in with something with Kaishan's hair. It looks like an extra horn though. Oops, sorry. Fuck. Let me just try on the whole lot of this. That coat sure is something. want to take a look at the hairpin again. Just that. I like how, like, you've got die 1, die 2, and the only thing that die 2 dies is this, like, one little curl there. Huh. It's a pretty cool look, actually. Anyways. Small classes. Cool. Yeah. Soul shards? I have no soul shards. Alright, let's get this expedition on the road. Probably stay awake for like maybe another 40 minutes and then you go to sleep. Especially if I want to do re-clears in the morning. There you are, I've got something crystalline to show you. Ah, just as I thought. Because you laid eyes on the crystal, I was able to tap into my wealth of learning on the topic. The sealed knowledge business is awfully frustrating, I must say. What I handed you is a soul shard from the 5th astral era. Contained within is a phantasmal record of arcane arts and combat disciplines pioneered by 12 city-states of Eld. I'm sure the methods you modern combatants employ are far more refined than those of my day, and nonetheless, you might benefit from learning the old ways of waging war. Under normal circumstances, I find myself a soul shard and fight alongside you, but I can't access what's inside. Warded again by the seal that diminutive little scalawag spoke of. Given that you were summoned here especially, I dare say you'll have no trouble using it, however. Go on, try affixing it to your garb. Smacks it on. Phantom jobs unlocked, yay! Blah blah, etc. Okay. Selecting a phantom job enables the use of job-specific phantom actions. Phantom actions are displayed on the phantom action panel, from which they may be selected for execution. Much like other actions, phantom actions can be registered to the hotbar. You are currently a phantom freelancer. Select your chosen phantom job from the window to proceed with the expedition. Speak with the expedition advisor here in the base camp, or Jeffroy, to learn about the occult present. Jobs? Okay. Eh? Phantom Knight. Phantom Monk. Phantom Bard. Phantom Freelancer. Okay. Enhanced vocals. What do these things do? Special actions, blah 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 blah. 5 phantom actions to supplement your job actions. Really cycle. Action to be center of the HUD. L2, R3 button, execute. R2, R3. Huh. This is supposed to cycle, not execute. What? Never mind. Random actions as well as a lot of... Okay. Sure. I don't really have space on my bars though. So what is this? Increases damage dealt by self and nearby party members, freezes time for all nearby enemies readying an attack. Ooh. Gradually restores own HP and HP of all nearby party members. Increases damage dealt and healing potency of self and nearby party members by 10 while reducing damage taken by 10%. Interesting. Alright. For Phantom Monk, leap towards a target, delivering an attack with potency, blah blah, etc. etc. That's extra DPS basically. Deliver attack with potency of 150 to all enemies that come before you. This is okay. Increases parry rate by 100%. Restores 30% of maximum HP and MP. Interesting. Phantom Guard reduces damage taken by 60%. Gradually restores HP. Restores target's HP. Grants 2 stacks of pledge to self or target party member. Okay. So, I could decide to be super extra ultra tank. Or supplement tank with extra DPS. Space on my bars, man. Go full tank. Yeah, why not? Fun game. Okay. Now what? No. Very good. Oh, right, okay. Excellent, it was seen you managed to interface with Soul Shard. There is one caveat, I believe it will only work within the confines of the island's ward. Nevertheless, as you accumulate more knowledge, you'll soon be able to draw on more potent techniques. What's more, I don't think that's the only Soul Shard in the island. I'm positive you'll acquire more on your travels. The more you possess, the greater array of ancient techniques you'll have at your fingertips. Okay. Well, I shan't keep you from excursions any longer, though you better speak to them. Closing last of it there before you depart. I'm kinda curious. Wait, there was also, like, there was Random Freelancer. Restores 30% of maximum HP. Detects the number of treasure coffers presently on whatever. Okay. The other thing I wanted to do... Okay, no, you cannot just... Okay. Alright. These walls have seen better days, but they're solid enough. As long as we secure the entrances, the camp will be safe while you're out roaming the isle. Ruin's all well and good, but we need a firm plan of action if we're to make any headway. Before we leave, let's consider our approach. Vendor jobs, heavy occult, no. That's okay. Seems to me the more we learn about this island, the further we get from unraveling its secrets. There's the voice only you can hear, the isle-wide board, the seal on the archives of knowledge, that very familiar master, not to mention that finding a settlement on such remote islands, passing strange to begin with. Before we get to satisfying our curiosity, we have a more pressing concern to address. Safety! My crew are fearless, yourself included, but I've seen negligence and a lack of preparation lay low the finest explorers. Which is why I intend to thoroughly appraise the threats lurking beyond these walls. As our resident freelancer extraordinaire, I want you to fell 3 different species of fiend, and share your findings from each encounter. At the very least, there'll be an opportunity to test that crystal of yours. Provide me with any information you gather, the more you see and share, the more we chip away at the blasted seal. Right. Okay. Why can't we bring out Chocobo into this? Is what I would like to know. Also, why is my gauge not filled? Okay, I think it's safe enough to pull 2 at a time. I was just testing like exactly how strong a level 1 thingy was. Crescent Bandersnatch. I have gathered information. Crescent armor. What if I get both? What if I do both? Let's see what happens. I may die. The crescent armor isn't even one of my quest objectives, but wow. So they don't hurt too much on a tank, but they're fucking tanky. Just die. I should have gone eat this. That. Wait. Where else am I going? Crescent armor. Crescent Chowchu. Ooh, treasure copper. Treasure. Nice. Hey, and you can open treasure coffers without dismounting! Hey, nice. Why does that have a little icon on it? Also, it's level 3. I'm going to leave that alone. Look! It's another treasure coffer! Prince Luna Tender? Oh. Okay. Oh, for fuck's sake. Right. Can we please, like, have an auto dismount when going into class? Wait, no, that would be bad. Then you can't just, like, run away. Okay, never mind. Screw that. To see how many I can actually afford to pull at a time without dying. And how much XP that will actually get me. You know what? Fuck it. Let's go. Ball. Yo. This might end bad. Let's go for 4. I think this is the limit that I'll... Oh, they tether. Okay. So I can't gather, like, everything at once. Sad. Yeah, okay, they don't hurt a tank. They just take fucking forever to die. And they tether so I can't, like, just gather the whole wide world. Should probably switch to... Of course, if I try to fight, like, say, level 2, like the O2's up there, maybe that'll be different. Story. I'm sure that will be a different story. But level 1, I can do it. Attack of 3 without things. Yeah, without it being hard at all. Also, each one at level 10, at the same level is worth 10 XP. Okay, good to know. Which is also not really much, but you know. Oh, okay. Yo. Dispatch those fiends and share your findings, that you might partake of my unsealed wisdom. You encountered a whole herd of gorilla? It's rare indeed to see such notoriously territorial creatures band together. We have it's a regional adaptation. Let's see, you also vanquished a flying lizard and a bandersnatch. The former are known for their treetop nests, and the latter are often found prowling mountainous regions in search of prey. I know naturalists, but they don't sound like species you normally find on an island such as this. I suppose someone could have transported them here, but why go to all that trouble? I could answer that, or at least I could, were it not for the vexatious seal. Thanks, that was very helpful. In other words, we'll be relying on Kashan to document what he finds on his travels. Honestly, I'm starting to think that Iris wasn't far off the mark about you. That you useless. Roam far and wide, Kashan. Help me unseal my vast reserves of knowledge and thus prove this lumbering clod wrong. A local fauna surveyed, I suggest we now seek signs of former habitation. There are plenty of structures beside the settlement you found me in. To start, I want you to visit the ruins visible due south of the encampment and examine the architectural motifs. I look forward to hearing your account. Unlock relevant entries on assault record. Okay. Knowledge level up! Yay! What does that mean? I am now knowledge level 2. Huzzah! Ruins towering above the tree line south of camp. Oh, okay. Tree line south of camp. Eh? Down there? They don't seem to be very attack heavy despite the fact that they have aggressive icons. Interesting. Why is it going after the Astro but not me? Clear demi material. Alright. Money. Those might come after me. Level 4. It says south of the camp. What exactly am I supposed to buy? Hi. Oh, dead person. Sorry, friendo. I'm seeing like all these people just getting chased by. Oh my god, that's level 20. I don't want. I don't think I should be in here. Oh boy. Ah! It saw me! Chasing after me. Can I jump out the window? I cannot jump out the window. Run! Run! Oh shit. No! Okay, shit. I may die. Okay, I am definitely gonna die. No. Help. That. Not a good idea. Nope, 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 nope. No. 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 I maybe should not have dismounted. I definitely should not have dismounted. Help, 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 no! No! I'm gonna die! Well, this was not at all helpful. Goodbye! Ow, 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 ow. Ow! 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 Help! Okay. Let's not do that again. Thankfully, right now, like, I think they said it's only if you're above a certain level that and you die and then res. That's when you lose stuff. You lose knowledge. That is, I think it's like above 5. So I'm only a knowledge level 2. It doesn't matter. I can die whenever. The ruins towering above the tree line. Those are the target. Yeah. So I. Okay. Something I want to know. Okay, I can't switch to minor. Damn it. Actually. Wait. I have okay. Does hide work for this, do you think? I'm very curious. Because I definitely have to be in the ruins over there, but man, the glamour plates can't. The glamour plates can't be applied in here. What the fuck? This doesn't count as a sanctuary. What the fuck? Okay. I'm gonna try this. What is? Oh. Is there a way to scale this down, I wonder? Ah, yes. Thank you. Smaller. Thank you. Oh. What the frick? Okay. What? Why am I doing single target? What the fuck am I doing? Look at the number of circles of scorn dots. Ah! Ah? Oh, okay. Ow! Ow? Okay. Oh my god. What the hell? Do they all go off? Wait. Ah! Okay, I'm just gonna follow. Help. Oh no. Wait, what? Fuck. Ow. You know what? I can't read that for shit. I suck. I'm so bad at this. I hate this. Oh no. Okay. Fuck. Bad idea. Motherfucker. Four stacks, nice. Ow. Ow. Oh no! We're not done yet? and bounce stacks. Ah. I learned the Phantom Action Prey! And boy do I need it! Gradually it restores HP. Hey, it's a regen! Very nice. Okay, so I can do that in the cycle. Nice, okay. That works. All the dead people. Okay, so something I want to know is if I just like walk by very slowly, will they notice? I'm scared. Oh my god. Animated doll. That works, yay! Okay. I got very brutally murdered earlier. So I'm kind of curious if I walk right in front of a level 20 lion while under hide, will they notice? And will they brutally murder me? I don't know, but first I will pick up these Pagos boots. Fantastic. I'm gonna walk. I'm gonna walk right up to this lion. Okay, I don't think I don't want to get any closer. So, it does seem like this works. But yeah, I got real brutally murdered as a tank. By not even level 20 Mobs, I got spotted by about 3 level 5 mobs. And they were chunking the ever-loving fuck out of me. In any case, their sight range doesn't seem to be all that big, because that person's like just chilling there. I mean, you can just stay on your mount and ride through and just hope that you find your way out as quickly as possible. But it seems like you can also just switch to ninja and take a very slow, leisurely stroll through the ruins. Which, you know, I wasn't actually expecting to work, but okay. I'm still not, like, I still haven't fulfilled the quest objectives, though. Said that, like... It's like, are there still other records to be gotten from here? Hang on. Because he said go to the ruins and then report back what you see. But I haven't managed to see any other records in here. I don't see any other records. No records to be had. Where the fuck do I go? Get there and run! Or archive. I don't even remember who gave me the quest anymore. Also, how do I get out of here? I'm getting very bored of walking along at RP walk speed. Do 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 do. Ah, there are stairs down. There we go. Okay, whatever. Thank you. Oh. Level 9. They're dinosaurs! Why are there dinosaurs? Level 10. I feel like I should, switch back to ninja. So I can, very carefully walk up, but no, it's okay. See the fire charge, yay! You now have access to Elder Growth, hurrah! I still have not found whatever it was that I was supposed to find. Level 14. Crescent Panther. Oh. Am I allowed to walk in? No. Can't go in. Sad. Let's watch people die. Nah, you know what? Whoa. Why are there level 14 Crescent Panthers all over the place? Fuck. Why are there suddenly all these level 20? I'm scared. Help. Continues to saunter. An RP walk. Where even am I? Okay. Interesting. I am definitely too low level to be here. Okay, I still can't find the whatever it is that I'm supposed to find for that one quest. All I'm seeing in say chat is rest these, heal it down, rest these. Like, do I go up there? I don't know where to go. You know what? Spot it. I suppose I could just keep exploring down this way. Try to fight a fate or two. Yeah, why not? Unlock. See, I gotta find entries, but I couldn't find the entries. Arg! Meh. Which quest is this? Critical engagement. Let's go get ourselves killed. Oh dear god. There are too many of these fucking birds. Survey point. Heathcliff has been added. Alright. Ooh. Okay, so that. Wait, no, that was just a scorch. Meh. handedly. Seriously, what do I do? God. Ah! Okay. Running. But oh, I'm dead. Wow. Help. Yeah, that's what I said. I'm just like, I don't know the people, like, will even be doing these here, all things considered. Okay, while I'm lying on the ground, I may as well just watch. Right, so tether, and then... It goes through. It gives the invuln through. It gives the vuln through invuln. What the motherfucking shit? Ah! Oh my god! Holy what? Wow. I can see dead people. Okay. Is there... Okay. But how do you tell whether it's gonna do the huge AoE or the conal? What the fuck? Lightning crossing. Oh shit. Ah, fuck. Sorry. Yellow health of extreme, holy fuck. Oh my god. Sheesh. What the heck? Okay, no. No one here needs resing. Everyone's good. There we go. Right. I still don't know how to tell whether or not he's going to do the giant, frickin' cone or, what's it? So every time someone in the instance explodes and dies, you can drink. Me? I'm the one exploding and dying, friend. This is 8 minutes and is 95% done and is not worth actually heading towards, but a couple of shards over there. What about the other group? Don't want to bother going much further because I'm out leveled by fucking everything anyway. You know what? No, I don't want to. Critical thingy has been. Oh, it's in there. Okay, sure. All right, why not? Chill. is answering me on the topic of the record thing. What the fuck? Oh. Oh boy. Okay, I don't really want to tank. What? You know what? Ah! Oh, okay. Oops. Okay, that was a bad idea. I thought I was supposed to hide behind it. Nope, it was not. They're just delayed AoEs. Alright, good to know. Wow, I fucking hate this. For fuck's sake. No! Why? Look at the two tanks, us two tanks just tank privileging the ever-loving fuck out of things. Ay, 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 ay. Nope, no, fuck. No. Oh no, fuck me. You know what? Screw this. Nope. Oh, wait, I don't want to be here. 6 ball stacks! Ah, ha, ha! Can we just kill these? You know what? Fuck this. Nine ball stacks. Sorry. Yeah, I'm gonna leave this party because I need to go to sleep soon anyway. Thank you. LMAO. Yeah, that's not really worth it for me to join. I'm just gonna return. Did you like how I just I just looked at the how close he was to being dead, and I was just like, you know what? Fuck mechanics. I'm just gonna haloed and hope it dies before the hell it falls off. I got to 9 vault stacks. I'm very proud of myself. Okay, seriously. Where are the fucking things that I need about this guy? I guess that is something to figure out some other time. Yeah. Should I go transfer to... Yeah, if I'm gonna transfer to Ether, I should do so there. Bye. Yes. Cool. What the fuck is this? Mounted sample of luminous red crystals that grow uninhabited on the seafloor. Ruby crystal bowl. And Pagos boots. Sorry. Do I want to keep these boots? How well do they die? Oh! I suppose they're pretty cool boots. But then again, I have cooler, I think. Like, they're decent boots, but not as fun of the trimming here. I think if they were the same like gold, would be nicer. Can I just teleport back home from here? Yes, I can. No doubt the price of Prince Luna tenders has just plunged within the day, within the last few hours. Far Eastern Gazebo. Let's see how little the Prince Luna tenders are worth now. Not bad, actually, still surprisingly high. Let's try and sell these before. Sell it before the price plunges. Also, did that get me... Huh. Where on earth did I get 30 tomestones from? Cordial. Sweet fermented concoction. 300 GP. Oh, worthless. Okay. Yarp. Let me stick this Far Eastern gazebo into my retainer. Okay, that's it. I'm gonna log off and transfer over to Ether, and we'll see how reclears go tomorrow, if they'll even get off the ground. 8 PST. Yeah, that's a bit late for me. I do have work in the afternoon. I do have work in the afternoon, but yeah, so 8 PST is a little bit on the late side. If I do any reclears, it will be earlier than that. Yeah. Yeah, I'm heading to Ether. Yeah. Alright. Have a good day.